It's truth or truth.
All right, his new song "Whiskey Wears Off," Dane Louis. That was awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. It's
of
been
course.
fun so far.
Well, I can't let you leave until we play a little game. It's my game called Truth or Truth.
Okay.
And you always win, and the audience wins too, because
Perfect.
we get to learn a little bit more about you. So you get to pick your own questions.
Oh boy! All right.
That was good, huh?
I see. I wasn't prepared on this one, so that's good. That's probably the whole point of the game. What's the biggest mistake you've ever made? Wow, we're starting off strong.
Yeah, right. Yes, we are.
The biggest mistake you've ever made. I'll keep it really simple, and that's it could go either way. It might have been the best thing I ever did, or the worst mistake I ever made, but telling somebody to cancel a flight.
Oh, interesting.
Just leave it at that.
We just leave it at that. Okay. Cancel that flight. Yeah, sometimes you just never know, huh?
Yeah, it might have been a good thing, might have been a bad thing. Never know.
That's kind of like when I go on a trip and I like take the wrong turn or whatever. I'm like on autopilot, and I think there's probably a reason why I'm going this way instead of the other way.
I'm very, very big on that. There's not coincidences.
Yeah.
You know, everything lines up the way it's supposed to for a reason.
Exactly.
So.
All right, so cancel the flight and something good
We'll
happened.
leave it ominous.
We'll just leave it. He's so mysterious. So mysterious.
Right. What's the most embarrassing music you listen to? Oh, this one's easy. Cher Lloyd, Want You Back. I play that song like all the time.
Really?
Like no, it's stupid. Like the most bubblegum pop, like out there thing, and I'm like, I bop to that song. So.
That's awesome. You're like, I'm embarrassed about it, but I'm not afraid to tell you.
Like, oh, dude, it's hilarious. Like someone will roll up next to me. I have like a 2020 F-250 on a lift kit. And they'll roll up next to me at a stoplight, and I'm like, I want you back. Like, and they're like, what the? Look at this Travis Tritt looking dude. What the hell? Yeah, no. That's probably the most embarrassing song that I listen to.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, that's a good answer. I like that answer. All right.
All right. Let's see here. Which is your favorite country, Chris? Chris Jansen, Chris Young, Chris Ledoux, Chris Stapleton. Dude, that's not fair.
I know, right?
With Ledoux and Stapleton in there. I mean, and I think if Chris Jansen had a drinking problem, some of his like lyrics would just absolutely blow your mind. But like it's kind of like that like artist that, you know, a damaged artist usually is like the best. So Chris is an amazing writer and an even more amazing performer. So like I don't ever want him to have a drinking problem, right. But I feel like his lyrics would absolutely cut your guts out if he did. Chris Young, awesome, amazing voice. Ledoux or Stapleton is probably where I'm going to have to. I'll land on Stapleton because I love covering Chris and the songs he's written over the years. But Chris Ledoux's tied in there too.
I know,
if I'm at a rodeo, I'd rather listen to him than Stapleton. So
he's one of those. Well, both of them you can actually just listen to over and over again,
God,
and it's like
timeless.
so good.
Well, Chris Ledoux used to actually have a box of vinyl in the back of his pickup and go to rodeos and hand out his records after he'd ride. Like so
awesome.
Super cowboy.
Yeah,
so I love that stuff.
Yeah, he's like the authentic cowboy country artist.
No doubt.
Yeah.
So and his son Ned's a great dude. I got a lot of buddies that have played with Ned over the years, and Ned holds a candle to his dad pretty well, man. So.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
So now we know, and we know the inside scoop here.
Exactly.
So I want to know what's next for you. What's coming up?
Yeah.
What's happening?
We're kind of allowing the powers that be to tell us what to do for the first time ever, and that's been a good thing. We're working on some bigger projects that we kind of can't really put out there in the world yet, but we did just cut 6 songs for a record. Nice. Whether that's going to get proceeded on and go into a full album or stay as an EP or get released sooner or work as a demo, we don't know yet. But we have some plans and some people working behind the scenes that are being really, really great to us. So we're hoping to be able to say a lot more soon. There's a lot of new music that we've written. I've got about 80 songs that are ready to go for a record. So, and that's kind of the elimination process not a lot of people get is usually you have a litany of songs,
right,
and you kind of dwindle it down.
Way down.
But so just stay tuned. That's all I can say. Before the end of the year, we'll have some really, really good news.
Okay, all right. Well, things are afoot, so make sure you're following Dane Louis on all the socials. Go download the new song, and thank you so much, Dane, for being here.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Of course.